All right, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, gentle ladies and gentlemen. This is Demon Fox coming at you here with a new mobile strike video. So guys, basically I just warped in here. I was a little late. Still looking for a good recorder for my phone so I can tap it on really quickly. But right now, still using my MacBook to record these particular videos. We have a new rally set here, and this is going to be going toward Okide Warrior. Now, we don't usually fight these guys a whole lot, so I don't really know what to expect. And I was a little late to this particular video. So, unfortunately, I don't know what the outcome is going to be yet. But by the looks of it, if he doesn't preset, it could be pretty good. Alright guys, so this is my first video post SVS. Let's take a look what's going to happen here. So this is after SVS. Okay. Eesh. I think that might be a lot of tier 2s, tier 1s maybe, I don't know. Or maybe he switched. I'm guessing he switched. What the fuck? Oh no, he just had no troops. Well, that was not really that dramatic now, was it? This dude is 5 billion in research power. Alright, so we killed everything and got the commander. That's it. Alright guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of a mini commentary here. It's November 8th, 10:37 p.m. right now in Seoul, South Korea. For my American viewers and American friends, this is the election day. And that is one of my friends, Eski. Get your arses out and vote. It's important. For us in Canada, this is Veterans Week. Right, November 1st until November 11th. 11th being Remembrance Day, we take time to remember the fallen soldiers of all wars that Canada and also, you know, different places we've been in combat before. You know, one of the reasons for some of the conflicts in the past was your right to democracy and right to vote. So, get your asses out and vote, regardless of which candidate that you vote for. Vote. That's your right. That's what you're given. You know, respect that and respect, you know, what, you know, the forefathers laid before you, so to speak, right? So get out there. I'm thinking Clinton is probably going to win the election, but the polls are tight. It could go any way. I think though, if Trump wins the election, the public election anyway, like the public vote, I don't think he'll get in with the electoral vote personally, but I'm not going to get into politics in this video at all. There's no point, and, you know, it's in your hands now, America. Make the right decision. Well, make your decision. There's no really... People have opinions on right and wrong. Your personal opinion is your personal opinion, right? Make the decision you feel is going to be best. That's what you as a civilization, as a society, as a country, have to decide. Same thing with me. When we had to vote for the elections here in Canada, I really made sure my vote was in. And I mean, I'm quite removed from Canadian politics living over here in South Korea, but even still, my vote was cast. All across from the Pacific Ocean. Ooh. So, anyway, it's November 8th. This is a pretty big day for you guys. My message is just get down and vote. That's it. That's where I'm going to cut it there. Vote, 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 vote. Anyway, so back, let's do a quick overview of state versus state, guys. So we faced state 172. We faced state Dace. And I was a little bit arrogant and a little bit cocky during our fights with Dace. They actually won the state versus state. So congratulations to State 171. They did extremely well. We ran into some extremely tough Tier 4 fights. If I can get into the state challenges here. Okay, where's the state versus state? The state challenge. Let's go to history. Okay, so to give you a quick overview of what actually we did. Where is it here? Yeah, so this one there. But if you look here... we got the #1 alliance out of the state versus state, and we demolished as FOJT. I think before the event ended, our alliance accumulated not 9, but just under 9 billion points. That is huge. And then GW did extremely well as well. Then it was Acid, TBC, all 172 states. And then we had the rest of it coming in here. So we hit a few traps, and the CP fights were pretty good. We kept the CP this time, but we had some. We picked some bad engagements and lost really big in the points. So overall, it was a really good event. Really got to see some of the Tier 4 traps that are out there, and I'm going to do a video on Tier 4 traps later. Basically, I thought a pure Tier 4 build was garbage unless you could sustain it, and I was 60% right. It's definitely not garbage, but it's definitely shit garbage if you're caught out of gear, and especially if someone cores you. However, when you go in gear, ooh, it's nasty. Really, 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 really nasty. But that's exceptions. Actually, one of my guys in my one of my line groups was a friend of mine on Facebook as well, but he asked me, you know, he's been out for about a month and a half of the game. It's really busy. He's a helicopter pilot over here in South Korea with the United States Air Force, or sorry, United States Army. And he asked me what's a good build to use, and I actually suggested him not to buy any packs or any of the $100 packs until about January, and just to get a couple of those resource $20 packs and just basically gear up on Tier 4 troops. In terms of bang for buck, if you can basically be ready when you're getting attack online. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be just keeping the thing there. If you're ready, those traps can be devastating. I mean, I've seen some video in State 200, particular traps capping 10 different commanders and still going. It's very powerful, but at the same time, months ago, it's not something I definitely recommend. You know, and I talked about this a little bit before. You know, if your budget is a little bit, let's say, constrained. Like right now, I won't be buying packs for a while. I'll basically wait until January because work is slowing down a little bit now, and I'm extremely busy with other things. Yeah, so months ago, you know, to train a slew of, Tier 4 troops is fairly expensive. You know, you want 10 million troops, that's 10 billion resources. And a pack back then, you know, you're getting about 10 billion of each resource. So actually, you couldn't even train 10 billion troops because, well, no, you could, but you had to spread it out a little bit between what you had. Now with the packs coming in, you know, the 2-for-1s and everything else, the general average player who's going to spend a pack, especially with the 50% deal, they're going to get about 70 billion resources. Now, with that, it's easier to build up into those Tier 4 trap ranges, especially now that Epic War, Machine Zone, they've added out more resources for the packs. So, let's see, we got another target incoming here. Okay. Kills 24 million. Yep. Now let's see what we can do here. 100% going to be jumping on this guy. Now he might shield here. But anyway, so now that the resource packs are... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Now that the resource packs are going to be a little bit more accessible to do those type of trappings, you're going to start seeing them a lot more in the state versus state, and they're going to cap you, especially when they're in gear. Now, if you're a rally leader that has all the research done, so I'll just quickly show you my research. I'm not going to show you my exact builds in state versus state because I did cap a few commanders without mine, and I'm not really going to show you what I have done. Ooh, where's this? We're here. One. I don't get it. What's happening? Okay, yeah. I just lost my train of thought. Shit, I actually just completely forgot what I was going to say. I hate it when that happens. What the fuck did I want to say? Ah, rally leaders, right. So, if you're one of the top rally leaders who has a lot of things unlocked, then it's good. Now I'll just show you briefly some of the research that I have done with regards to my particular build. So if you look at the commando build here, of course, troop and attack is maxed. I did get to level 7 just because the power increase now is kind of negligible. I think it was maybe like 8 million power you got for level 7, and level 8, I think it's 11 million. Yeah, it's 11 million. However, this thing with to buy a $100 pack to finish a challenge for this red and blue, this election thing event, I didn't bother with it, to be honest with you. It's just definitely not something I want to spend $100 on, especially toward the end of the year. You know, they're going to want to end the quarter strong, especially, you know, the company. So I'd wait toward the end of the year if you're going to make a big slew of purchases, because you're going to get a lot more better bang for your buck. But anyway, I've gone off topic again. I apologize. The reason why, unless you're a big rally leader, is because the research ends up being more and more devastating. So if we look at my research here in the building development tree, I don't actually have that much completed, but it would benefit me because I like to go the kill events mostly commanderless. And the reason why is because my account right now is in a little bit of a dead zone. And I'm going to talk about a dead zone in a little bit of a later video. So to escape the dead zone, I have to give a commander to a teammate or give it to an enemy. I generally don't give it to an enemy because with the time zone difference, we generally do face states or servers that are based in the United States or Canada and West, and I don't want to fall asleep without a commander in case I come across a Moby Dick rally leader that's just going to fucking wreak havoc on my base. Even though my base will do really good against a top guy now, not really something I really want to do. So I definitely need to work on this tree a little bit, because if I'm willing to finish out, say, set bonus, so most of it is finished out here, but a lot of it isn't too, right? I got 15 more points to do here, 2 more presets, and I got 9 more to do here. Yeah, so it's pretty good boosts for the set bonus. Now for the, whoops, dropped my phone, that's my bad. For my bonus research, it's kind of useless if I go commanderless because, you know, I don't utilize mods. So I only did this down to here just so I could solo some smaller trap bases and get away with a little bit. But there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this right now, at least for another month or 2. I mean, well, maybe next month, but I'm not really sure. It just depends how things work out. You know, I'm considering rebuilding a trap. Anyway, so unless you're one of those big leaders, then those tier 4 traps are really going to wreak havoc on you. You need to double check, you know, if you're a rally lead, that your insignia boosts are activated. You got your item boosts in there, because if you're 100 to 150 billion at this point, a scout doesn't really matter, right? You're going to have millions upon millions of tier 4. No one's going to attack you. You are the attacker, right? You are the Moby Dick. You're the double-decker bus on the highway. You have the right of way. No one's attacking you if you're that big. So it doesn't really matter if you have the anti-scout up or not. No one's touching you until they come out with nuclear core, right? Cores that are just absolutely insanely ridiculous. So unless you're one of these guys that are maxed out to the top, those tier 4 traps for the average rally leader, and I mean rally leaders probably between 25 billion to 40 billion. That's what I'm going to guess. Because once you're about 55 and beyond, you pretty much got most of the research done. And if you're around 80 to 100, I'm going to assume you're maxed out on research and you have a army of tier 4 in there. So they're going to be troublesome. They're definitely going to be a new breed of trap that you're going to have to deal with in the next state versus states. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, we hit a few of them in state 172. And we zeroed one because we caught them out of gear. I think in DIS we were 8 hours or 7 hours ahead. So their time, we were hitting them at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And some of them were in research gear. So when that happened, you'll see that in my videos as a DIS in Xing versus the Tile Terrorist. We zeroed one of the players. But that same player later in the kill event was geared up and ready, and he just capped commanders left, right, and center. So I mean, it's going to be a new trap you guys had to deal with, and it's a trap that most of the rally leaders won't be able to deal with when they're ready. Most won't. If you're a Moby Dick fucking rally leader, you can, but at the same time, it's going to be tough because the tier 4 traps are hard to deal with. So that's going to change probably a little bit over time. I don't really know when it will. All I know is that we hit it really hard, and still, it was a tough fight. So, I mean, in terms of points, we were basically even. Some of them we were slight ahead. Some of them we were slight behind. But when they were ready, like when they changed the hammerhead, we got totally destroyed. Completely destroyed. So, be on the lookout for them. They're definitely more of They're definitely more of a premium trap build, but they're very effective. Now my setup, I took 3 rallies in the last SVS, so I gave away my commander, and basically I was 15 billion, I think 200,000, 300,000 power, and the first hit I got cored with the destruction set cores, and I burned. 1 million more tier 4 burned for me. See if I can find the report here really quickly. And I was a little bit bummed out because I was really thinking that I could absorb the hit. Oops. Where's this war? Okay, war results victory. Nope. Nope. But I made a couple of adjustments. So I found that of course, when you're attacked with a pure advanced rally and your troops were even, most of the tier 3 ended up dying. Or the regular tier 3s, which kind of ruined the rally for me. So after looking at the report, I made some adjustments and basically completely changed it was a night and day difference, and I need to find them here because Stunton, that was the guy we hit and zeroed. It was after this. Good victory. Where is he to? I think the first one was, I think it was a defeat. I gotta look for a defeat. Sorry guys, give me a quick second. I gotta load through a few of them and see if we got it. Okay, so I think this is a little bit too far back. Where is it? Here we go. Yes, this is it. So I had a very particular build that worked really well for about 3 to 4 weeks. And these guys here, if you take a look at the report, they sent, I think it was Guardians. All Guardians and Demolitions. So they hit me with a Demolition core. And if you take a look at the troop count here, they're all even, right? And I end up losing it. It's really a bit annoying. So I made a slight change. Very slight change. See if I can find it really quickly. And that ended up being a night and day difference. Night and day, totally. So that was the defeat. The War versus Fergie, War versus Fergie, War Fergie, War Fergie. Awesome victory. Yeah, we got him. Love Shack? Okay, well, that's when we lost the full rally to a tier 4 trap. That sucked. It's an awesome victory. Defeat. Yeah, this is the one here, King Bubba. Then I made a slight change. Very small change, and you can see the difference. So this was a full rally again, but I need to disclose that this was not a core hit. This was a full Wolf Gear mixed attack. And you can see the difference. This is without a commander. And then I got cored later at the CP. Now this wasn't a full rally. This was not a full rally, which was silly. It was only 2.1, but he used the destruction core. And as you can see, it was a night and day difference. Now, I know a few of you that might question this and be like, well, these guys clearly weren't maxed out. And that's kind of true. I don't think the rallies that I took were from what you would call a Moby Dick. However, for the average rally lead, this is the kind of results I was getting with this build without a commander. So I'm hoping that if I can manage to test one of those, because there's a few of our enemies that are what I would call Moby Dicks, right? The biggest rally leads in the game. Everything is maxed. Everything is chinched to the 100% level. I'll definitely post that. I think with the current build that I have right now, I've made some slight changes since SVS and during SVS, will work really well until they add another research tree. But I'm going to do that in a later video. I want to test it first before I release it, and the reason why in particular is because I don't want to release something to you guys that may be a little inaccurate. And the way I do these videos, I really try my best to give as accurate information to you as I can. And that is the final step. Can this take a Moby Dick core hit? And I don't know yet. I took a half-ass core hit. I took a full wolf hit. I took a full core hit before I made the change, which was 1,000,000 over. But I think I can cap commanders even at the highest level. But until I test it, I won't release it, and I won't release the build because that's going to send you guys down the wrong path, and I'm not going to do that quite yet. However, the build does work really well for the average rally leader. You're going to bounce rallies on the average and the above average. But the top outliers, I don't know yet at this point, which is November 8th, 11 p.m. Korean time. Anyway, guys, this is basically just a quick overview video, just a quick video to, I tried to get a rally, but unfortunately didn't get in there, and we canceled, and they disappeared. But I'll turn this now into more of a SVS overview and my thoughts on Tier 4 traps. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and be on the lookout for more. I did add a Twitter channel a Twitter account to this particular channel. It's called DFox709. That is the username, and the regular name on the account is just Demon Fox. So for the time being, I'm going to be focusing more on Mobile Strike, and that's it. I'm going to be a dedicated Mobile Strike channel for now, just because it's fun, and I don't have any time with my schedule to actually do any more games. Between my work in Korea and some of the side projects that I'm working on now, I'm just absolutely swamped and really can't focus on much more than just this. So it's going to be a niche channel for now. Alright, guys, the last note I'm going to end on for anyone in America that's watching, get out and vote. That's all I'm going to say. Have a good night, guys. Have a great morning. Have a great afternoon or evening, wherever in the world you're from. Stay safe, and have a... All right, how can I say have a good evening if I'm saying good morning or everything else? Anyways, you get the point, guys. Hope all is well, and cheers. See you later.